create our first assembly with the pegboard. So we're going to put the square peg and the round peg into the pegboard. So let's click on create. We're going to create a new document and we're going to call it pegboard assembly. All right, once that opens, it's going to open up to our normal workspace, but if you recall from the assemblies, I've got to click on the bottom where it says assembly, click on that tab, and then we are going to insert our parts. So I'm going to go ahead and insert, and I'm going to choose other documents, and click on my on shape, and I'm going to go with my third period folder. I'm going to go into that pegboard folder, and I'm going to click on the pegboard. It's going to ask me to create a version because I don't have any parts in this particular studio. So we're going to click on create a version, and I'm going to just leave everything as is and hit create. And I'm going to click on the one that says Part Studio, plop it in there, and we're good to go with it. And I'm going to click back, and I'm going to choose my square peg. Again, create a new version or a version in this studio, and I'm going to hit create. And I'm going to choose the Part Studio version, and we'll plop that right there. And we'll go back one more time. We'll get the round peg, create a version, leave the name as is, choose the Part Studio version, and we will plop it into place. We're now done inserting parts, so we're going to check that off. Let's zoom out a little bit so we can see the entire screen. Zoom to fit. And the first thing I'm going to do, let's move these over a little bit. The first thing I'm going to do is I am going to right-click on my pegboard, and I'm going to fix it. That way it will not move, and I can't change accidentally or on purpose the orientation. So let's go ahead and click Fix. First thing that we're going to add is we're going to put our round peg into the round hole. And to do that, if I can get it to move out of the way a little bit, to do that, we are going to use what's called the slider mate. So I'm going to click on the slider mate. That's a new mate that we haven't used in the past. I'm going to click on the slider mate, and if I hover over this hole, you'll see as I go through it, you'll see the different viewpoints that we get. It doesn't matter as long as you're in the hole which one you choose, because they're all going to be in that hole. So you can see 1, 2, and then 3. Okay, so I'm just going to click right here. Let's zoom back out. And then I'm going to hover over the round peg, and I'm going to do the same thing. And you can see the exact same 3 on there. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this one, and you'll see it's going to plop into place. And I'm going to hit the check mark, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so let's close that out, and you can see that it can move up and down inside that hole now. Okay, so it is now constrained. Now let's go ahead and do our square peg. For that, we're going to use the planner mate that we have used in the past. And we are going to link it to 2 different sides. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's do this side first. So let's zoom in. You can see I want to get that middle section. Okay, so I'm going to click there. And then I'm going to click on the side of my cube right there. We'll go to the middle again. Okay, and you can see we can go to a variety of places. Let's go ahead and go to the middle, and let's zoom back out so we can see what just happened. Okay, and you can see that it is fixed in there. Okay, so now let's just close this out real quick so we can see exactly what's going on so far. So if I move this, you can see it looks like I can move it in all directions. But if we actually cruise to the top view, I can't move it up and down. I can only move it side to side. So it is fixed on this plane right here and this plane right here. So what we need to do now is make it so it can't move side to side. So we'll affix it to this plane and to this side. So let's cruise back to our isometric view. I'm going to kind of drag this out a little bit. And again, we're going to use that planner mate. So I'm going to click on the planner mate. I'm going to go in here, and we want to get that middle. There we go. That middle is pointing outwards, so we're going to click there. And let's go back to that isometric view, and whoops. Let's turn it around because we want to get this side of the peg. Click right there. Hit our check mark. exit out, and we should be okay. And we can't move it anywhere. So now, let's get back to our isometric view, and we have our first assembly created with the pegboard, the round peg, and the square peg all in place.